A 3, 2, 1, E2 performance.
Another episode
of Coach's Lounge.
Coach's Lounge.
Which is not even that important because we just talk about whatever we want.
It's our
It's our podcast.
Podcast. We didn't do one last week.
No Coach's Lounge. Yep. Imagine how upset the people are. We let down everybody. Sorry.
Our apologies. Here we go.
Super important. Very informative episodes. Talking about
exercise, water.
Yeah. Did you do your workouts?
Did you do your workout? Did you log your food?
No. Maybe that's important to us. It's our own personal accountability.
Absolutely. So did you track your food?
Did I say I was going to, though?
Yeah, you did.
Can you review the game footage? Did I say I was 100% going to?
You said you were. You know what? I really should track my food, man, because this stomach thing.
That didn't.
Like, I'm a really smart guy, but I can't seem to figure it out. What's going on? Like, man, the stomach thing's been going on for way too long. I could have been so fit right now, but it's holding me back a little bit.
I feel like I'm more humble than being like, I'm a really smart guy. I'm a super smart guy.
That's what you said.
No.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. You have no proof that you didn't say it.
Absolutely, we have proof. It's on the podcast.
This was an outside discussion. There was another topic. It was another conversation that he was like, man.
All right.
I'm so smart.
Okay.
This cannot happen to me. I should be able to figure this out.
Fine. I will track my food this week.
Deal. Hey, we're allowed to shake hands.
Yeah. Because COVID doesn't exist in Alberta.
Right. No. Not in this house, at least.
We hope. Okay, yeah, so I am committed now. I'm going to track my food for a week, see how the stomach's going to do.
Good. Not really macros or anything, but just tracking what you eat and see how your stomach feels. I think what would work is track your food today. Your next log was like, how do I feel right now? And then track that next day again. Same thing the next day.
So, yeah, I'm going to track my breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
You think I should track how I feel after every meal?
Depends if you feel any different. If you feel, you can put a little note. I feel good. It's like I feel like a 10. I feel like a 5. I feel like a 7. Yeah. Whatever works for you, bro. It's your own responsibility to yourself.
It is 100%. I need a notebook. I need a new notebook or something. I'm not using podcast notebooks for it. Those are for the podcast.
There's like 300 notebooks in this house. We have 8 screens in here. We'll have 7 cameras and 3 microphones. Wow.
1 camera, 2 camera, 3 camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screens. 9, 10 if you include my phone. 10 screens. Technology.
God.
Coach's Lounge. You worked out this week. I saw you lift some weights.
Just a little bit.
You're back into your CrossFit now?
Man,
he's a CrossFitter.
Have you seen my social media presence, bro?
You're killing it. You did better than me. If anyone's listening, Eljay's on the ball.
That's a first in this entire time. 2018 was when we first, I think our first podcast was 2018. Is that something you can find there real quick? No.
Yeah, but
was that 2018?
I know for sure we're pushing 100 episodes here. We're coming up on Hundo.
You are kidding me. We need to have a guest. Oh.
Hundo episode. Guest. Although the episodes definitely speed up with the Coach's Lounge doing twice a week.
Yeah.
So, how was your workouts? How's your body? You feel good?
100%. Feel 100%. Except for minor tweaks here and there.
You're not on a program. You're just playing around doing stuff.
Well, I'm kind of following Power X Lab programming right now. Tom Hoffman is the one programming for that for another 2 weeks or so, and then he's going to be.
Then he's leaving.
He's. You
said he's moving, right?
He's starting his own stuff. So congratulations, buddy, if you're listening.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So it'll be different there in the box, but same thing. Different, same thing. CrossFit. Yeah. You should come.
No, it doesn't interest me.
You should still come.
For what?
Just to hang out, bro. Thought we're friends.
Why do I gotta hang out while you do burpees?
It's fun.
And look around at everyone doing burpees, being like, "Y'all crazy? What's the purpose of this movement? I don't understand what's going on." We get up and we go down, get back up?
Why do you need to do that so many times?
Yeah, I only literally do that like once or twice a day. I get out of bed.
The remote falls. It's under the couch.
Oh,
there you go.
And sometimes I pick it up with my feet. I just grab it. And,
Koba, come on.
Bring me my phone.
But yeah, no, I've been enjoying my workouts. It's
Yep.
been good. It's been good to just get back into fitness. When we had the closure, although I had the equipment, you gave me a barbell, a couple of plates.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I had all the equipment at home, it didn't feel.
The same to you.
Yeah,
AJ was using it.
she was.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because I was working downstairs.
Mm.
So she kind of missed her fitness too a little bit. So she's happy now. She's back on track. I'm happy now that I'm back on track. Although I was busy with biking then, but that was just one. Have to plug the bike at some point, right? Whoever wants to go out riding, hit me up.
Yeah.
Eljay Lopez 4 Instagram.
You have
We go for a ride.
you have an addictive personality.
Yes.
Just addict.
I love fitness. Love my family. Love water. And barbecue.
So I have been working out. I had to remind myself again with my stomach being ups and downs. You know, it is doing better right now than it was 2 to 3 weeks ago. But like I told you earlier this afternoon, that it was a little bubbly for some reason. I'm not sure. I had a little bit of coffee with milk in it, and I tried to monitor it, but yeah, it was noticeably like a little iffy. But I had to remind myself on that book, The 4 Agreements. That's something that sticks with me right now when I'm going through struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And that one agreement was like, do your best, regardless of circumstance, and your best today is not the same as your best 1 year ago. It wasn't your best 2 weeks ago. It's like, what's your best today?
Mm-hmm.
What is your best, and what do you got?
Mm-hmm.
Give it today.
Yep.
So I've been lifting again with that approach, and it feels good. Some good workouts, some bad workouts. My body like is processing sugar in a different way. I don't know. It just feels weird to me. So I have a rowing machine in the garage now, and I went in. Yes. I've been rowing at night, right? I went in the garage and I rode 2,000 meters at a pretty good pace. Like I was pulling hard, and afterwards, like I was like shaky. Like, is that
different energy system? It's not even your muscles, because your muscles are used to tension, contraction. It's just your nervous system at that point. It's something that you haven't done in ages.
Yeah, so pushing that hard like had my body like, oh god.
Yeah,
I had to come upstairs and eat a bowl of cereal after being like, give me some sugar, because I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Aside from that, after the bowl of cereal, I felt like back to normal. I felt good. But my win, if we're gonna talk about wins, I guess, for this week,
of course,
my win was working on my handstands. Obviously, they've come a long way. I'm working on shifting my balance now. So being on two hands,
left, right,
I can left and right. And when I left and right, I noticeably have a weight transfer. Like if I'm leaning to my right side, I can get a lot of weight transfer onto my right arm. And then it's trying to understand, you know, you have like internal and external rotation. When your hand is flat, you can rotate. Like if anyone's watching on YouTube, you can see that rotation in my arm, even though my hand is not moving. You need that rotation when you're doing a one-arm handstand, because like depending on where the weight is shifting, you might need to cock your elbow this way or this way and be able to counterbalance just through that shift of the elbow. So yeah, working on the weight transfer, it feels good. I can basically rock back and forth, not to a complete unloaded transfer, but it's coming. It's interesting. Feels good. It's fun.
I think burpees are more functional. Just throw it in there.
Handstand's cooler.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You're like thinking.
No argument. I'm like, yeah, it is. But
depends on who's doing burpees. We're gonna talk our podcast episode on Wednesday. If you're listening to this, the Coach's Lounge is always released on Monday. On Wednesday, we're going to be talking about suffering. And when we talk about suffering, boom, everyone suffers. You got to choose how you suffer. But anyways, one of the coolest moments for me,
handstands or burpees.
Yeah, it's true.
That's kind of like it, but not like it. You'll see on Wednesday.
One of the coolest moments I had is when I had my 85-year-old clients doing burpees.
Yeah, I love that session. I was there.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah, they're sitting there.
Oh.
And it's just different when you talk, again, in perspective, we're not talking about these 85-year-olds like explosively jumping and then hitting the floor and doing a push-up.
Yeah.
It was more of
ground to standing up.
You need to lie down on the ground on your tummy, like face down, and you need to stand up. And you're going to try to do it with as least amount of touch points as possible. So whether I put benches beside them so they could grab the bench and have some assistance and stuff, but I would monitor with them when they were doing it, and also like give them tips and tricks on like, oh, you know, if you if you step out this way when you do, like when you go to stand up, it might make it a little easier. It's going to be easier on your knee. Like,
it's also very easy. I mean, if you've been doing it for a while, like coaching, it's very easy to see exertion of effort. Like you'll see exactly if they're like, is this one gonna make it?
Yeah.
Or not, right? But they were doing, like, that session, they were doing well. That was,
at the end of it,
that was a beautiful session.
They did 3 sets of 10, and it would definitely take longer than what you would want or expect. But it was a good workout for them at the end. They're like, oh man, yeah, this was important.
Wow. If you think about how many muscles would work in one burpee for their age.
Well, and you think about
and
somebody...
how functional that would be for them too.
Think about how many 85-year-olds, if you surveyed them, how many 85-year-olds, if they fell down, if they would be able to get up again, let alone these ones were able to do it for 3 sets of 10.
Yeah.
That's
at a good steady pace.
At a good steady pace,
it's not, I mean, again, not blazing fast like an athlete would do, but in their own strength and capabilities, man, they move so well.
Yeah.
Right. But also they're also the ones who've put in years and years and years of work not to deteriorate.
Yeah.
Which again,
Gotta
I
take
think
care of yourself.
we're talking about the thing that we wanted to talk about later.
Suffering. You gonna
suffer. You will.
You gonna suffer.
At one point or another, you will.
Yep.
You will. What else? What else is new?
It's really hot in Calgary.
I know. That's why I'm like, one of my arms is like this far out, so my armpit doesn't, like, I don't start dripping.
Don't want to sweat. Yeah, man. The smoke in Calgary is bothering me a little bit. I got my second vaccine.
Oh.
Did you get yours yet?
No.
Is it booked?
For the 21st next week.
You know the government wants you to get it, stupid. Yeah. They want to implant you with microchips.
Nanobots or whatever they call them.
No, yeah. Real talk though. Yeah, I had so we're recording this on Friday. I had my vaccine on Wednesday. Second shot on Thursday.
How'd you feel yesterday?
Not dying, but not great. I felt like I had a minor flu. I had like chills and kind of just felt like sensitive and like low energy. Yeah, I took the day off and I just basically stayed in bed for a big chunk of the day and just was like, oh, I'm just going to sleep it off. But surprisingly, the difference I feel right now is like night and day. When I went to bed last night, I didn't feel that good. And today I'm like almost back to normal.
I don't even know if that actually happened. Well, I guess like I would not know until I get mine. But I hear that from so many people. It's like, I was so drained. It's like the first time I sat on my couch in like the past 35 years. I never sat on my couch all day and like let the dishes pile up and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, what?
No, we're good.
You just checking me out, bro.
Oh, I'm not checking you out. Your ego's so big.
I know that. Okay, anyways.
You're like 5 foot nothing.
Whoa. I'm closer to 6 than I am to 5. Still far off. Anyway, but yeah, no. Everyone that I heard when they got their second shot,
we look the same. We look the same height.
I like that camera.
Right?
Gotta keep that camera for a long, long time.
Now you look taller.
Long, long time. Box jump here.
Yeah, everyone responds to the vaccines differently for sure.
But majority of people I know said they were sick or almost feeling sick and like really low energy, and then the next day it's almost like they're like.
Diane felt fine. My girl Avni, she said she felt fine. She felt like a rock star.
Interesting.
So just
a couple of guys I know, said like my arm was a little sore. I was about it.
Yesterday my arm was bad.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Like the first time? I remember you telling me.
The first time was bad too. The second time, like I went to go put deodorant on, and if you're watching this on YouTube, it looked like this, like just like.
Oh. It's like it's like you start going down this way.
I just kept the arm down because it was sore. Even if I was doing like rotations and stuff like that, like I don't even know. You know, people say the rotations help and stuff, and I think that's maybe an old school mentality because essentially what's going on.
Moving it.
Yeah, what's going on with the arm is like. They inject this foreign substance into the arm. The body doesn't know what's going on, so it sends blood and it causes an inflammation response in order to take care of it. Moving that around is like with an inflammation response doesn't necessarily really change the game that much. I'm not a doctor, but this is just my assumption. Because after I slept yesterday and I just rested and I slept, she's 90% today.
Gotcha. So still a little bit of pain. Yeah, like the first one I had.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like back to normal.
Well, I'll give you guys an update once I get mine next week. So
When's yours again? Next
21st. I can't. AJ booked it for me.
whatever day that is.
She does everything for me. What a good wife.
21st. That's Wednesday. We'll podcast Friday.
That's probably.
So there will be you'll be.
In my head, it was 21st, so I don't know if I'm right. I think it was she said it was a Sunday. Anyways, at some point we'll talk about it. At some point. By the way, yeah, no more COVID now. I'm not concerned. Nothing going on right now.
Oh my God.
It's just smoky and
Yeah.
fitness, smoky, barbecue. I have a new grill. Talk about that on a later podcast, but
Yeah, hopefully people aren't like COVID, like everyone's COVID fatigued, but I've been dodging and ducking all the news.
mhm.
And I went to Diane's parents' house and they had the news on from the States. For some reason, they're watching United
Are
States
they blowing
news.
up again?
The Delta variant is.
You are kidding me.
So it almost seems like, when they say trends from the United States have a lag before it reaches Canada.
Everywhere else, or
Yeah.
even everywhere
So
else.
like, yeah, it was kind of discouraging for me to see because I'm like, man, like,
Everything's back to
with
normal.
Canada, they're like
Yeah. No
80,
mask.
80% of people are vaccinated and everything's good and the numbers are lower and da-da-da-da-da. And there's a lot of people vaccinated in the States too. It's not like they're completely anti-vaxxers.
Mhm.
But when I looked at it, they're like, oh yeah, like they started showing the Delta variant taking over like the maps and stuff and being like, oh, the Delta variant's getting bad and it's spreading and da-da-da. And I'm like, just wait till Stampede's over here and all of a sudden...
Why you gotta be negative, bro? I kind of enjoy working without a mask. I don't have like my ear.
I thought you had to wear a mask
had
though.
that mark.
Mask
No.
off?
No, mask off, bro.
Lucky.
Or maybe not. I don't know. Mask off.
It's got to be mask off if you've been wearing mask off.
Been mask off.
Do you wear a mask anywhere else?
No, I don't have one now, but I normally would keep one in my pocket. Like even when I go to Costco.
Yeah.
I asked them first time a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, do I have to wear this? No, not really. Okay, put it back in my pocket. But it's still like 50-50 out there. A lot of people still wear masks.
Yeah, I'm dependent on where I go and how busy it is. Like I go into Starbucks and they have a sign saying mask
Mhm.
optional. And normally I do a mobile order, so I just walk in and say order for Eric,
Mhm.
and it's ready,
Yeah.
and they slide it to me, and I leave, so I don't
Yeah.
mask up. But when I
Yeah.
went to Costco last week, I put it on.
Yeah.
Just out of like, fuck it, like F it, and put it
I
on
get
and
you.
slapped it on, and
There's actually I want to give a shout out to Archie Barburrito, Sunridge. Hit him up. They have a sign. I don't think I've ever seen a sign like this, so I'm not sure if he came up with it or their corporate office did. But it's like, we appreciate if you wear a mask. So it's not telling you to wear a mask, but they let you know that for the sake of other people eating in there, or like if you have an older employee or whatnot, like, we just appreciate.
that makes
if you
sense
do.
to me. Like when I
Right?
go to Starbucks, the
That's
sign
amazing.
says when I go to Starbucks and the sign says masks are optional, it makes it seem like it's nonchalant, like
Yeah.
whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
if a business respectfully says like we appreciate if you wear a mask,
Yeah.
I'd put it on for sure.
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, if you want that, no
Yeah.
problem.
And that's kind of what when the first time, and again, you're not being forced to wear one, but that was one of those times because I was there to grab food, and I was like, man, I totally forgot my mask now. Like I thought like it's
Yeah.
it's open now. Like I go to Costco, I don't have to wear one.
Jason
But
Kenny
like,
said we're
but,
good.
but when I see something like that, it's almost like you want to. When someone asks, really, oh, was there music going on?
No.
Oh.
I think that was a small child screaming outside.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
you
is.
can hear it.
Yeah.
Where's your parent? We're podcasting here. Anyways, yeah. So when someone asks nicely, it's almost like you want to. That's the time that you kind of want to. You know what? I'm gonna comply
Yeah.
just because you asked nicely. You're not forcing me, and I think that goes for everything, though.
I get you.
All right. Anyways, well, your stomach's still a little buggy, but you've been working out.
I
You have
to
new
track my food
equipment.
now.
You gotta track your food just for a little bit until you kind of figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
So there's only one nutritionist in this conversation, so he's a smart one, obviously.
Well, doctors can't figure out what's going on, so I don't know. Curtis wants me to just cut gluten and dairy hundo.
Yeah. Well, he had a good effect on him when he did, like just for his,
Yeah.
for everything.
Yeah.
Literally, right? And his physique.
Yeah, he's a big boy now.
Big boy.
Big boy, Jack Arms.
Big boy.
All right, we're going to cut this episode short. Tune in on Wednesday where we discuss the type of suffering that you get to choose.
Yes.
Until then, this is Eric and Eljay signing off.